Welcome back, children. Next we will move on to the challenges to the environment. What are the major challenges faced by the environment? The first major challenge faced by the environment is land degradation. You have learned this in a very detailed manner in class 10 regarding land degradation. What are the major reasons for land degradation? Now, what are the major reasons for land degradation? Now, you all know that both natural and man-made factors are responsible for the land degradation. Now, what are the major reasons for land degradation? You know that overgrazing is a major reason for land degradation. Loss of nutrients of soil. Now, overgrazing is a major reason for the land degradation. No much explanation is required for that because you know due to overgrazing, because in the last video also you learned about the overgrazing. Deforestation mainly happens due to the increase in the production of cattle. Overgrazing can cause for land degradation. Then comes the loss of nutrients of the soil. Then the non-conservation techniques of soil. Loss of nutrients of soil happens due to the non-conservation techniques. You know that for the conservation of soil, so many conservation techniques are there. You have learned about the soil conservation techniques in class 8 regarding the terrace farming, shelter belt, contour plowing, etc. So, all these methods have to be followed for conservation of soil. Now, in our country, less attention is paid for such kind of conservation of soil techniques. Therefore, soil conservation techniques, improper soil conservation technique can lead to less loss of nutrients in the soil that can cause for land degradation. Then comes improper irrigation system. No proper irrigation system is followed in our country. Therefore, improper irrigation system is also another reason for land degradation. Next is improper crop rotation. Rotation of the crops by the farmers, production of different types of crops and rotation of the crops is not done in a proper manner. This can also cause for land degradation. If the crop rotation is not done in a proper manner, what is the end result of that? Soil will lose its fertility. There is a time period for the cultivation of each and every crop, and rotation of the crops should be done in such a manner that the fertility of the soil has to be regained. A time frame should be given for regaining the fertility of the soil. So, if the crop rotation is not done properly, it can cause for the loss of fertility of the soil, and thus it can lead to land degradation. Then encroachment into forest land, extraction of groundwater in excess, over mining, all these are the major reasons for land degradation. So, land degradation can happen due to the following reasons. They are overgrazing, then loss of nutrients of soil, because of non-conservation techniques, improper irrigation system, improper crop rotation, encroachment into forest land, extraction of groundwater in excess, and over mining. So, over mining, even over irrigation, all these can create the land degradation. It can degrade the quality of the land. Next comes deforestation. Deforestation is especially due to the human activities. Deforestation can lead to flood, soil erosion, landslides, decrease in the amount of oxygen, etc. Because you know the role of plants in generating the oxygen in the economy. So, if there is deforestation, amount of the oxygen generated in the economy will be less. So, deforestation is a major challenge to India's environment. So, deforestation especially happens due to the human activities. So, it can lead to flood because you know the role of the roots of the trees for holding the soil together, isn't it? So if the trees are destroyed, definitely it can lead to flood, landslides, etc. And it can also decrease the amount of oxygen in the environment. Next is soil erosion, another major challenge. What is soil erosion? Surface soil is washed away through excessive rains and flood. Now, what are the reasons for soil erosion? Deforestation mainly happens due to the human activities. So, the reason for the soil erosion is deforestation. Now, you can find the quantity of nutrients lost due to erosion each year ranges from 5.8 to 8.4 million tons. So, this much nutrients we are losing every year. So, it is a major concern. It is a very serious issue that we are losing the nutrients in the soil due to the soil erosion that ranges from 5.8 to 8.4 million tons. Next challenge is biodiversity loss. What do you mean by that? It is a situation where plants and animal species are severely threatened by the destruction of their habitat and overexploitation of resources. Because you know that the animals, their shelter is forest area. If the trees are destroyed, many of the animal species will become extinct. So, destruction of the plants and animals can happen. It can cause for the biodiversity loss. So, biodiversity loss is a serious challenge to India's environment. It is a situation where plant and animal species are severely threatened by the destruction of their habitat and overexploitation of resources. Therefore, it is a duty of each and every human being to conserve our biodiversity. Next, another major issue, air pollution. Now, air pollution, when we speak about air pollution, it is a major and serious issue which has happened in the urban areas, especially in towns and cities. See, it is a widespread in urban areas due to vehicular emissions. Now, you know the number of motor vehicles has increased from 3 lakh in 1951 to 6.7 crores in 2003 and 14.18 crores in 2011. And this is with regard to personal transport only. So, you can find the number of vehicles increasing and the amount of vehicular emissions increasing day by day. So, air pollution is a serious issue. It is a major threat to India's environment, air pollution. Now, how to control this air pollution? As it is a serious issue, we need to find a solution to control the air pollution. Let us see what are the major measures to control air pollution. Promotion of public transport like metro, because the metro, it is purely free from air pollution. So, encourage the use of public transport system like metro, which we have now. Next is use of CNG instead of petrol and diesel. And the last is use of LPG in households, especially in the rural areas. Okay, so because in the rural areas they use the cow dung cake and the firewood for the burning purposes. So instead of that, encourage them to use LPG in the rural areas. So these are the ways to control the pollution. Encourage metro, CNG and LPG system. Now, the Pollution Control Board, which was established in the year 1974, it addressed the water and air pollution in India. And in your textbook in page number 9.9, there is a paragraph with related to functions of Pollution Control Board, CPCB. You have to read that, functions of Pollution Control Board. So these are the major challenges of India's environment, threat to India's environment. Point number 1 is land degradation. Then point number 2 is deforestation. Point number 3, soil erosion. Point number 4, biodiversity loss. Then point number 5, air pollution, the serious threat to India's environment. And you have to read the textbook page number 9.9 where the functions of pollution control board is mentioned. So these are the major challenges to India's environment. Prepare a note and learn it. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.